So today we're going to look at the signs of whether or not your business is going broke. So for a lot of businesses, there's a few indicative signs of things going bad. And if you match these up and have a look at them, they're generally a good indicator that things are going bad and you may be going broke. So one of the first things we look at is the business owner actually drawing an income? And have they been for a sustained period of time not drawing an income? Now, a business should be providing you with an income if you're working in it full time. So if you're not drawing anything out, then why are you there? The next issue we look at is whether or not you're using your personal assets to prop up the business. Now, this could be using a personal credit card, it could be using drawings against the house, it could be using cash reserves in order to keep the business afloat. Now, each of these indicates that the business can't stand on its own 2 feet. So are you shifting your payments around? Are you, for example, paying some creditors but not others? Are you determining who you're going to pay by how loud they are? Now, if there are cash flow problems inside your business, this can be an indication that things are starting to get bad or things are bad. You're not sure of your financial position. Now, in our experience, we often find that people don't look at their Xero file or their MYOB, or they avoid talking to the accountant because the accountant's news is not great. Now, if this is happening to you, this is something that can indicate that there's some financial trouble. Now, for a lot of people, they'll avoid this problem in particular. And if you're not talking to your financial advisors or your accountants, and you're avoiding having that conversation with them, then that's usually an indicator that things are going bad. Have you missed a tax or a superannuation payment? Now, these are becoming more and more complicated and more difficult for businesses to make. But if you're not making it, it's a great indicator that things are in a bit of trouble. Now, at these become personally liable for a lot of business owners, and it's something that you need to address and address early. So you're getting late on your lease payments, or are you making payments late, or are you not paying the outgoings? Now, each of these could indicate that the business is in a bit of trouble. And let's be honest, the lease payment is usually one of the biggest payments you make. Now, if that's not up to date, that's a huge risk for your business, but it's also an indicator that things are going badly. One that we've often seen towards the end of a business is the stock levels start to drop. Now, this could be either to preserve cash, or it could also be because people have turned off the tap and won't supply you anymore. Now, if any of your suppliers have turned around and said, well, we're going to cut back your stock levels, or we're not going to supply, or we're going to move you to COD, this means they've also had a look at your business and they're saying, well, there's some financial problems here, and these need to be addressed. So if any of these are happening to you, what have you actually done? Now, we see a lot of times that business owners will start avoiding their business. So they actually won't be going in, they'll leave it to external management, or they'll try and avoid the place as much as possible. Now, that might be that the opening hours change, or you come in a little bit later, or you just leave as soon as the door shuts. Now, each of these is more of a psychological tick that something is going wrong. So, have you actually sought advice? Do you know what your financial position is? And are you aware of what your options are? Have you looked at your figures? Do you actually have a profitable business? Or is it you just working in it that's propping it up? Now, for some business owners, this is a sad reality, but all they're doing is working to keep the doors open. And we've had lots of experience where we've had business owners run businesses for years without ever drawing an income just to keep everyone employed. Do you understand your commitments? So for business owners, have you given personal guarantees? Do you have external debt funding that's going to come back? What are you owing? And has that improved year on year, or is the position getting worse? Now, if the position is getting worse, why have you kept the doors open? And have you taken a position on what you actually want? The first question we ask anyone we deal with is, what do you want? If you want a successful business, but the business isn't paying you, then why are you there? Equally, if you want to pay down debt, but you're not doing that, why are you there? You as a business owner need to know what you're actually there for. And for a lot of businesses, this is a sign of financial distress, where you actually don't know what you're doing there. So we implore you, if you are in a position where things are starting to get a bit tough, to give us a call. Our 1300 number is 1300 023 782, or visit our website and have a look around. We've got a lot of resources for businesses that are having a few problems.